Rolling with Nat 20. I'm Nat 20, and we're back with some more Rogue Galaxy. Got ourselves another machete for Lilica, and looked into the Insector stuff a little bit. What's this about? No, I don't want to talk to you right now, Lilica. I want to see what's this says. Freebie? Sure. And looks like we need some special feed to make our Insectors fight each other to train up. And I don't have too much food that I want to be giving up, so I'm just going to hold on that for right now. Your voice. I was talking.
I don't hear anything. Why?
You don't hear that. I hear that now.
Hey! You made it this far. Good for you.
Get down here, Jupus Tuki.
Time to surrender. Give it up.
Surrender? Ha! Sounds to me as if you have no clue about the position you're in. Don't you understand? Do you have any idea what'll happen if you dare defy me?
As if we're going to let ourselves be pushed around by some twisted killjoy.
What a waste of effort! Say,
It's just
I
a
prepared some
hologram.
playmates for you. Have fun, and don't forget to die. Bye-bye!
Damn.
What trickery is this?
Oh man.
I often wonder what Lilica's thinking. Because she comes from a land that lacks technology to a large degree. Yeah, it's scary surrounded, but I have desert wind, so fuck off. Difficult encounter. Not even scary for us, just, oh, you got me surrounded by robots? Cool. I've got this attack for the perfect, I got the perfect thing for this scenario. Though not the words to describe it, apparently. You're black and
Here they come.
oh, much type Ks. Oh, alright, I got the weak sword on him still. But we should be able to trade that out here in a fight or two. Being said, Stevie, give him the eyes. It doesn't cost a lot of AP for you to give him the eyes. Oh man, they did no damage. They're all shielded up right now. Do their shields have to be broken by a charge attack? They do. Yeah, do the resurrection. Oh crap. Standing on that fire. Alright. Break your guard with my sword, then break your bodies with my gun.
That was a close one.
Okay. Now that fight took us a fair bit of ways from what we were looking at over
Must
here.
try our best for Dr. Boccacio's sake.
Don't care what that is. Get maxed!
Are you ready?
Here they come.
I still feel that like Max is just a weird name for the robot.
Who wants to be next?
Oh, I'm electrocuted. That's fine. I'm just gonna stand here and be electrocuted. Y'all handle it. Trust y'all. Oh, the bow and the gun are finished. They're skilling up. But I think that's the only bow we got, so you're stuck with that. We got other guns. Rock this frost magnum for a bit. I'm into that, I think. We'll try it anyway.
I don't like where this is going.
This is going with me up this elevator. we can get to it without a fight that drags me too far away from it. Just scoping for chests.
Don't fall behind, okay?
Here's our little opening to make the jump easy. Come here. There's a question mark doodaddy over there next to another door, which makes me think it's another key card situation. There's probably a chest around here somewhere with a key card. I think the ship is essentially just going to be used as a hub to get back on that other side.
Don't we have to hurry?
We do have to hurry, Lilica, according to everybody else but me. See, I say what's most important is that we fulfill our space piratey duties and take everything that's not locked down. That's a minute. So yeah, I can tell which ones are mimics now a little bit, because they're the ones that look like they're gonna require a key, but then end up opening. So I could avoid the mimics by realizing I don't have the key. Change that sword. Get in here with that strike attack. It'll actually do some damage with the good sword. So back to the crappy sword we actually want the stats on. Pick up Lil. Give us some protection, bud.
Here I come.
Protect. Now that you're up, Lil, give us the warrior cry. I'm out of ammo. Everybody kill it.
Mr. Rogue! This is bad!
Cool, the sword's upgraded now. Get it out of my face. Want it out of my face so bad I'm being too hasty at hitting all the wrong buttons. I did buy another metal breaker in case we end up in a situation where that sword's still no good to combine for anything. I want to see if we can make a good sword. Analyze. Look at it. A wild edge. I don't got any of those no more. Alright, take this rock crusher and combine it with this. It scares me. I'm gonna combine it with the Rising Sun. Combining such a low level item with such a high level item. Get ourselves a Shining Bravo. Isn't that what that wanted to be combined with? Shining Bravo EX. That's not EX, but it's a Shining Bravo. How do I make it EX? Can I make it EX? Is it already not make? Is it already just forever not EX by not starting off as EX? Maybe making it EX has to do with those gems that I saw that I can make Toady eat our items with. Maybe. Alright. Does appear to be it for right there.
That twerp thinks he's being funny.
Oh. Why is it only the one going back and forth? We must wait over here for our pathway over to
A small
return.
break.
Don't think we have the key card needed to proceed. Maybe it's just over there. Or maybe I'll have to do a bunch of
Let's try our
backtracking.
best for Dr. Picacio's sake.
I just don't know. Huh? So I don't see any chest over here. Gotta be quick about this. Hop off.
No ordinary fellow
What do you
can
need?
hijack this
What do
factory.
you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? What do you need? Come on. Come on, come on. Door's locked. Insert a factory key, which we don't have, right? Okay. Oh, we missed our ride back. I guess it moved while we were in the menu still. Alright. Alright. Waiting. This is the episode of waiting we must do. Because once we wait for that to return and wait for it to go back, we can only hope that progress is made. Maybe we can push along
We
quicker.
need to catch Jupus.
Go!
Fast.
Go as quick as you can! Go! Alright, so imagine that it might be in that chest.
Come on, let's hurry.
I might be able to go through that door. Those are motors. Cool. But not the key card. Damn it. Alright, that's
I
shut
don't like where
tight.
this is going.
So then... I can't hop over that.
I have mixed feelings about fighting robots.
Alright, if I had to guess, the chest is probably
Thinks he's being funny.
in this room somewhere down here then, since it wasn't up there. Probably. Not here.
We're not being misled, are we? I'll take you on.
Here they come!
Before they armor up and do all sorts of silly stuff, let's just take them down. Ah, this one already armored up. Or maybe my Desert Wind's just not as effective against him as I'd hoped.
That's how you get it done.
Blappity blappity.
This isn't good.
You're right. When you're right, Jaster. Keo. I see a chest there. That could be the Keo.
Are you ready?
Here they come!
Alright. Desert Winds. I broke their armors. I think I got all of them.
You died in vain.
Very hot. Be careful.
Blah.
Praise to all the many spirits.
Okay. Would you be maybe a key card for me? Yes. Did you hurt yourself over there, Lilica? Stop it.
We need to catch Jupus. Fast.
We found the key card, now we can proceed hard. Yeah. The elevator. No.
Here they
Warning.
I'll take you on.
Get out of here.
This is bad.
Jaster!
How pitiful.
Jaster!
And yeah, resurrect.
Jaster!
Yeesh.
Everyone okay?
Ooh, electric eel. That's one that I think comes in handy immediately for my revelations. I think. Doesn't it? Ooh. Actually, this mirror-shaped thing that we got earlier, go with this fruit and give you some more defense, and I'm into that. Yeah. Catch us one of these and you can get even more defense. Can also use it for evil resist. We'll hold on that just see if we won't give it on Jaster or anything. Doesn't look like it really helps him out at all. So yeah, let's get it on there for some evil resist. I like Lilica. I think she very well might be part of our final team, given that we get that RPG trope where we have to pick like 3 people to really care about. But it looks like we might be able to switch them all around all the time, so I'm not entirely sure. We can get Holy up for this electric eel. And this, I'm doing it. Daze defense. Serpentine arrow. Need another one of these masks that we haven't gotten too many of. And one of those that I've never seen. Let's get this going. Get that daze resist. Yeah. Yeah. And Jaster didn't have anything. Doing that, I stopped your Electro Punch too, but that's alright with me right now. Also, your shock defense. That could potentially have been useful right now, but there'll be more electric eels. Probably.
No ordinary fellow could hijack this factory.
Go.
Just one problem after another.
Yeah, but we're getting through them. It's gotta go back to waiting again. The waiting game.
I wonder where this is.
You know, to be perfectly honest, I don't really understand why this has the one thing going back and forth rather than just multiple things going all throughout it. Both
I don't like where this is going.
for ease of all of this platforming, time-wise, as well as one of the possible structures of what is going on here. these things are supposed to be bringing in parts from other rooms and stuff, I imagine. At least that's one of their functions. You see they go off into other areas. They could also be used for transporting stuff from one side to the other side of the ship effectively. So, it makes sense that they're capable of this functionality as well. That functionality does not suit our needs very well. Our needs being this is a game. And having us wait for that is just kind of boring. But now we're back to fighting in hallways. These hallways have robots all over the place and are a bit more menacing. I wonder if any of these robots have any chance of coming out and attacking me. I mean, they're essentially cleaner bots and maxes. You got me. You got me with that electricity.
Those guys were no challenge at all. We're gonna have trouble getting through here.
Can we really win this? Here they come!
I'll take you on.
Alright, I got him with that. Use your eyes. None of them should have defenses up. Oh, what's going on back there? Oh, there's more of them back there. There's so many of them. They're actually chugging the game a little bit. It's too many.
That's the end of that.
Not sure if that's because of the way I'm playing it caused it to chug, but I even recall back on the old PS2. You don't get enough things on screen in a game that wasn't designed to be able to do that, so chug.
Here they come!
I'll take you on. Entering battle, everyone.
Looks like maybe that defensive thing is an ability they have to activate. These ones don't seem to have the same.
That's how you get it done.
Still sometimes throws me that I can run out of ammo and my gun will just be like, no. But I can also run out of AP and my gun will just be like, no.
Entering battle, everyone.
Oh, it's because these shock ones are the ones with the shields. Alright, that's a lot of them. Get I-beams in. Try to finish out them with some bullets.
That was a cinch.
Good kill there. Ooh, you've also... Ooh. Get to it for the heals.
Can we
Yes.
really win this?
Oh. You, Steve. Looks like you got a couple of hands and a couple of cannons to be mashing up together, eh? Eh? Take a look at these hands. Dynamite hands with knockout hands, but we got these steel fist hands, and they want greater hands too. We got killer grenades, and you recommend beam satellites? Well, we got these beam satellites. Recommend satellite MG. But you know what? At least we got the first one for that, so... First, let's do the one that is going to be a little less exciting. So it's just going to make something weird, but hopefully better. Give us Rocket Hammer Fists. Unleash Megaton Force. You know what I just realized when it said that I wouldn't have anything equipable? Maybe that also meant that I would be creating something too high level for me to equip. Oh well. now we can feed killer grenades in to beam satellites. What excellent thing do we get? You're gonna be all like, ooh, this is an actual combo.
Now that's what I call a masterpiece.
Kill Blood Geminis. An advanced version of the satellite SG futuristic satellite units that fire laser beams. Very powerful hands that can knock things unconscious. Very powerful guns that can electrocute things. Suddenly, you're our most powerful dude, Steve. Look at all that. That being said, I could just switch back to, you know, better stuff. I wonder if I could combine this to increase its power. I don't know, you gotta be able to do something with that Desert Seeker. It's like a legendary sword. Given me for plot reasons, but still a legendary sword. And then even plot given legendary swords still have something to them. Something I'm missing. Do something that's not important yet.
Man, where should we go?
It's the mainframe room. We're coming in to kick your ass.
Huh?
Didn't think we could get here.
You're here already?
Oh, just thought it'd take us longer.
We've got you cornered, Jupus Tukey.
You can't run from us!
Stop using his full name, man. Just call him Jupus.
Awfully persistent, aren't you?
Jupus Tukey sounds
No
funny.
sweat, though. I might just have a
Just call him
little trump card
Tukey.
here. Here's
The two together are too silly. Hey, Johnny, why are you making fucking Shining references? There's the Shining in Rogue Galaxy?
Wow. That's quite the trump card, all right.
That looks like the sort of robot that Dr. Robotnik would build. Straight out of Sonic. Jupus Robot.
It's showtime!
Give it a different slap of paint. Oh, it's tractor beaming you inside.
I won't go easy on you. We're talking 1,000,000 volts of pure power. Here we go, Johnny!
Rah! Oh, jeez. Okay.
I'm
So,
sensing a strong barrier.
yeah, me too. This is why I'd like you to start by creating our own, less strong, but still barrier. Why don't you give us a battle cry to get us pumped? Pumped for fighting this thing. Alright, and then I wanna change out to better equipment. This here boss fight. No damages. Do you have weaknesses in the back? No. You have to be struck in the air? No. Does it need to be a charging attack? No. Okay. Is there something else in the room? Ah. Damn it. No, I'm running low on reses. Pick up Steve.
Jaster!
What? Okay, cutscene.
This is never gonna work.
I hadn't given up hope. I was still figuring out shit.
Like it?
Gotta be
It's
able to
my
take down that shield
landmark
somehow.
invention, a barrier system using time-space energy. Your feeble girly man attacks have absolutely no effect on it.
Burn, Jaster. What you gonna do? Your girly man attacks ain't
Dr.
working.
Boccaccio?
What? Dr. Boccaccio?
I'm very impressed, Jupus. Your research into space-time energy has come a long way. But the time has come for you to step back.
I've got a space-time gun!
That can't be.
And as you know, space-time gun beats space-time shield.
Excellent. It worked.
Jaster!
Here! You can take the space-time gun.
There you go. Use it just like I showed you.
Oh, you mean fire bullets out of it like it's a gun?
Thank you so much.
Barrier break shot. Girly man.
Ah! Using new weapons, that's not fair!
The barrier break shot. Some beasts are protected by barriers that render your attacks ineffective. Use the barrier break shot that you got from Dr. Boccaccio to break these barriers. Hoo-yah! Alright, punk. I don't know if this is still in effect or not. But I want some more of it. It was not in effect. Means that your protection probably not in effect. You know, I ain't even done my flash sword yet. All the buffs. Yeah. Right, change the camera so we can look at you. You can do a heal potion.
That makes me so mad!
Oh, another cutscene happening. Did we beat it? I wasn't paying attention to the health bar. I was just like hitting it a bunch. I'm a little surprised if we beat it. This looks like we beat it cutscene.
Let's finish this, Jaster.
Oh,
Did it
you
run
are
out of health and
so
we beat it? I
naive.
wasn't looking at the health
I
bar.
still have an ace up my sleeve. Johnny! Switch into Super Deluxe mode!
Yeah, this feels more right. Super Deluxe mode. Jupus Robot
My
DX
fury's like a
Deluxe.
big bang! I'll take care of this once and for all!
Now we've made it mad, and now it doesn't need a paint job to look like it's been built by Dr.
That's
Robotnik.
it, Lizard. I'm gonna drag you
Ah.
out of that thing.
But the cutscene has again seemed to have removed my buffs.
Watch out. This one is more powerful than it looks.
Your action gauge is too low. What about you, Steve? I want you to heal me, Lilica, Team Command. I see. Okay. Actually, with how much damage I'm doing now, I could totally buy that we wrecked it. Its health. You get back here.
Jaster.
You get back here. Ah! Son of a... You hit me in the face with that. I'm engulfed in flames. But you know what? That's alright. I'll just be on fire. You want to use hyperdrive? Do it!
Safety lock disabled.
Forgot you had this. You're all overclocked now. Steve's attack power increases dramatically. Oof. Oof. Give us that triple heal. Ah, still so much fire. Try res. Oh, all that fire. CO2 powder, that was a mistake.
Mr. Rogue!
So what I want from you is another warrior cry. And then what I want from me is a flash sword. You know, just for good measure. Let's get another protect out. You're done. You have another mode? I don't think so.
You certainly didn't make it easy for us.
I'm sure you'll understand if you let me explain.
Huh. It's a little too late for that.
Come on, just hear what I have to say. It's a hard story to tell and a hard one to hear. You'll probably think I'm so pitiful.
You know what? Let's have this guy join our pirate crew. He had the
Fine.
balls to come
Out
in
with
here
it.
and take out this whole corporation
don't rush
single-handedly.
Anyway, I
And
worked
he's
for
certainly a
Datron,
great
or
hacker. We
did
can use
before I was
that.
fired. I was the lead researcher on time-space energy. Know anything about that? It's a theory about an unlimited energy source that can solve the galaxy's resource problems. For us researchers, it's like a never-ending romance.
Oh.
I was one step closer to a breakthrough.
Good morning. So, Jupus, you've been up all night working too?
Yeah, you too? We'll need a full week of sleep to make up for all this. Ugh.
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just happy to have this opportunity to work with the chief. Huh? Jupus, is this what I think it is?
Pretty soon, pretty soon. I just need to solve this equation and it'll be complete.
So we're almost finished. The truths of the universe are about to be laid bare. With this data, becoming the ruler of the universe is no longer just a dream.
Okay. Who the fuck are you? And you blew up his research.
And all of my data was destroyed. That's when Datron fired me. I see. So it was your assistant, Tony, who caused the accident. And now you're trying to get them to hire you back? No, not at all! This is revenge! That accident was all part of Datron's plan. They wanted that data all to themselves. They got Tony to play his role in bringing me down. You've got to believe me!
Steve's hands always look ridiculous in cutscenes. I love it. I might want Steve around in a grand capacity.
I still can't believe you caught Jupus this quickly. All right, Jupus Tukey McConnell, you're coming with us. You have a Datron inquest to attend.
Oh, so now you're going to take me to court, huh? Forget it! I'm not standing for any fake trial!
If you come clean now, we can lighten your punishment.
Or
No
you could say
way!
fuck all
You
that and
want
join
the
us as
death
space
penalty,
pirates.
and
What do
I
you
don't
say?
want to die. All I wanted to do was recover all of my research. So, this means... I guess I have no choice!
We should disappear too.
I can't see.
Let's go.
Rat!
Over there! I won't let you catch me! Adios, amigos!
That guy is unbelievable.
He has
Man.
nowhere to run. I've dispatched soldiers to all likely locations. It's only a matter of time before we get him.
Well then can we teleport into the prison
So
and
that's
break
that
him out
then.
like we broke ourselves out?
Dr. Picacho, If you wouldn't mind, could you please restart the mainframe for us?
Of course. Please, come to my office.
So who's the guy who sabotaged him, though? Sabotage.
Everything should be fine now. It seems that Jupus has not lost his pride as a scientist after all. The mainframe computer hasn't been harmed one bit.
I see. That's excellent news, Doctor. We owe it all to you, Desert Claw.
Sure.
Now, about that reward. Let's see. How would you feel if I gave you this Picacho factory?
Huh?
You mean you're going to use my factory again? What's going on, Star?
You've had plenty of time to rest by now, Doctor. I think it's time to forget about the past and return to your work.
You're giving me the whole
Agree?
factory?
Well,
With a
What does that
facility
mean
like
and
this,
entail?
we'd be able to produce all kinds of items.
I'm not funding this
It'd be
shit.
much better than some lousy reward money. What do you say, Mr. Rogue?
All right. We'll take the factory.
I guess I get no
So
saying.
you really
Fine.
want to use my factory?
Sure.
I see.
We'll
Then I'll bring
fund
it back up
this
to speed as soon
sinkhole
as possible,
with
so
our
that you will
space
be able to
piracy,
utilize it.
which is apparently
It's a
allowed
deal,
by the
Dr.
government,
Picacho. I'm so happy.
but also apparently not, as like the mayor guy was like, you guys are pirates. Factory is now available for use, whatever that
Steve.
means. Hey, Buns.
You seem to be doing very well, Steve. You have good friends by your side, and you look happy. I'm relieved to know you're doing so well. By the way, can I ask you a small favor? Would you mind contacting me once in a while? To tell me about the things you see and do.
Oh, okay,
on your
you want to
journey
be
through the
part of
galaxy?
our space pirates,
things I see
but
and do.
like a silent
Well, of
partner
course.
space pirate. I got you, I got
Why?
you.
Oh, well, it's nothing really. It's just that, I don't know, I've been pretty lonely lately.
Is that all? All right. I'll definitely keep in touch with you and tell you all about our adventures then.
Oh, really? How excellent. I'm so glad.
Only if you
Thank you,
promise
Steve.
to install a bunch of
No
upgrades
trouble
onto
at
Steve
all.
and make him badass.
Well, then it's time for you to go. Until we meet again.
Yes, Doctor. Thank you for waiting. We sure took the long way around, but the Galaxy Corporation should be back online now. Let's go see.
Are they gonna make me go talk to Mio again? Alright, before I get into it, let's use the factory. Stuff happened in the comments. Let's see. Sir Sed's got a sing-song commentary, so I'll do that shortly. You were hearing the fan in your laptop and thought it was gonna die. I feel that. I got used to being able to hear the fans just in my regular computer. But anytime they start to like eke up just a little bit, I'm like, is this the end? The Mayor Cat is dope. That's one of the main reasons I wanted to fix all the stuff, because all of the broken cutscene or all the broken textures and audio really ruined that guy's intro to the point where I was like, wait a second, I was probably supposed to like care a little bit. Time to make weed in the factory. We're gonna make everything up in this factory. The ethics of the cute two characters. Thank you for helping me get it fixed. I don't believe I would have figured it out without you. At least not anytime soon. Alright. What about this factory? The factory can produce wonderful items that can be of great use during the adventure. It fulfills that last spot on the menu we didn't have. Select factory from the main menu to operate the factory. Factory, factory, factory. Speak to Dr. Picacho for information about the magical smelter, the first production plant to be created. The person next to him sells materials. If you need some additional materials, you can obtain them here. You'll be able to produce lots of useful items for your adventures here. Please make good use of it. What's this? One of the legendary 7-star swords can be made here. Note: Items produced are not obtained here. After a short while, they will become available for purchase in shops. Oh. Okay. Let's see. So, I'm basically funding research and development to open up new possibilities in shops. Gotcha. Gotcha. Made a weapon called Alex Impulse. Do 400 damage on Jaster. With the buffs that we were using before. Nice. This game definitely looks like there's ways to, like, if you know what you're doing, min-max some crazy shit. Okay, so you got cubed boards, all these alloys. Got a couple of those motors. Probably needs a couple of these and a couple of those. Space compressor. Oh, fuck yeah. We're going to be doing lots of revelations, I think. My face cam looks a lot better than before. I wonder why that is. Right now I just have it changed in positioning a little bit. If you're talking about like framing and all that. Use Sun Sword from the last shop in Draco with the blue version of the sword you got on Jaster right now. The blue version being probably, that's a good reminder, not swap ally. Swap equipment. Something that I haven't skilled up. This guy, I think, a metal breaker. Working on Frost Magnum here. We need to get you a new bow somewhere. Revelation with all these things. Wait, hold on. I want to talk to you about this research and development before I blow my load on abilities. Magic smelter doesn't seem to be operating at the moment. Maybe it's because the factory hasn't been used for so long. What do you think? Should we get down to rebuilding this thing? Yeah. Is that okay? Can't open that without the sun key. Guess it really, even though I'm here, wants me to go into here. Level 25 is what the Alex Impulse is. Nifty. Blueprints? What's unconscious defense? Magic smelter. I need that magic smelter. Space compressor and a Mobius battery. Yes, please. That is the current production. Load a parts layout template similar to the selected production. Clear out all of the... What are you talking about? Yes, clear out all the currently placed parts. Reposition them. Moved all parts and placed them with a template. I see, that's more down here. Gonna head to bed soon, Highcycle. Farewell, thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you feel safer going in your neighborhood at this point. Well, this seems like an interesting mechanic. Gonna spend a lot of time in here. It looks like it. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have you around, Highsicle. Before you go, Highsicle. Give me another one of those. Lord, that's a lot. Development factory combines multiple materials based on a production plan to create new inventions. Okay. Alright, it's a lot because it's broken down very simply. Set production plan, place parts, set materials, run. Alright. Okay, I see. Before combining materials, assemblers need to first process the materials to prepare them for production. For example, mechanical materials need to be disassembled using a disassembler. C. Parts assembler is required to combine the processed materials. Like crap. Alright, processing time. There are processing times for each part. Parts can only be combined if they reach the assembler at the same time. Gotcha. Here's the magic smelter plan as an example layout. We've got 2 sources. Then on the Mobius battery side, we've got the disassembler. And on the space compressor side, we have a washer. Then each one of these things needs its own power cord. They meet up in the middle at the same time to the assembler. Gotcha. So metallic needs a smelter. Form press, cooler. Gotcha. Mechanical just needs to be disassembled. Circuitry just needs to be washed. Gemstones need to be ground. Connecting power cords. Each part in the factory needs to be plugged in before it can operate. Using a power cord, connect to a power supply on the wall. Connect a power cord. First select the power supply unit that's on the wall. Next select the outlet on the factory part. Finally connect the two by extending the cord as needed. Select the power supply unit and extend the cord out to each factory part. When the production line is complete and the materials have been set, press the run button to operate the factory. Successful production means the product is now ready and will be shipped out to realtors everywhere. Operation may be interrupted by an error message after work is started. You can also create parts for production lines at the factory. One part can combine 3 materials at once. Alright, so from all that, magic smelter. Okay, so then that's what we got for a base layout, as we have 2 production lines going in at the exact same time to that. So then what we need is, let's get the washer going first. Guess I need to remove those bits first. place this washer in. Got it. And then I'm gonna need a disassembler. Ace. Okay, disassembler, that, and we got the assembler here to get that. So then the thing to get figured out then. We can look back at this a little bit. But I think the washer, the two processes have different time lengths. So them arriving at the thing to do the process and leaving will happen at two different times. That takes 4 and that takes 2. Which means we either need to, yeah, there we can see it. We either need to shorten this one or extend this one. I think it'd probably be easier to just extend, because I could take this guy right there, and then I can take rotate, 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 rotate. That extends it by 1. What I need it by 2, so we'll move that there, that here, and place this here. And that should be good, right? Set material. But shoot, I just want to double check that I'm not messing up here. Circuits get washed, right? And mechanical things get disassembled. Okay, good. Set material. This. Okay. Then this. Okay. And then run. Oh. One more thing. Power cords. Right. What need I do to get those power cords connected? I do not understand. I see, there's an outlet that I'm trying to get it in. So, what is incorrect about my placement of that one? It doesn't look to be in the outlet. Does it need to be... This one's not reaching the outlet. Maybe it is in. Maybe it just doesn't look like it is. If I pull it past... It doesn't look like there's anything there that I'm missing. It's not connecting in a way that makes me feel confident. Can I start from one of these guys? Do I have to come in at a dead front on? That's how you do it. Okay. I figured it out. Coming in at these angles makes it unhappy. There we go. Okay. That one's already plugged in. Okay. Now is it good to run? I didn't quite get there at the same time. One, two, three. It's assuming these all have the same amount of time on them. Okay. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 portions of pipe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 portions of piping. Yeah. There's too much pipe over here. I messed it all up when I started. Oh, and then I gotta... Boy, man, this plug thing is just kind of annoying, actually. Maybe it comes into like the design later. Wow, this is puzzly. Alright, go. Blammo! Success! Alright, I think I understand this. A magical smelter. You are now able to use the Athnor part. Capable of smelting any item in a flash. Weird. So I guess the only other thing I can make is this. Oh no, I can make the ultra useful assembler. Ah, man. That's something to be dealing with probably outside of the hour-long play segments,
Nothing but trouble today.
but still on stream. Speaking of which, how long is this episode going on now? Going on for a wee bit over an hour is a good time to cut off the recording there after we exchange all these points. Take a short break, and I definitely do think I want to continue playing for a bit. Not sure if I want to be getting into more story stuff or just be fussing around with that factory. We'll see if we end up recording more tonight. You'll potentially have a good idea if you're watching the videos based on my recollection of what's going on in my attire.